It's the oldest problem in the Impossible Shots Pro Shooter's bag of woes. Coming up with new shot ideas.
I'm running out. I had to do something.
And under the constant pressure of bigger and better shots, sometimes our shooters can come up with some pretty wild ideas. So in a manner of speaking, George is shooting aerials today. A common idea on Impossible Shots, think Byron and Bob.
There you go.
Except George isn't tossing anything in the air.
Dude, we're gonna take some firecrackers, put them under a can, light the firecracker. Hopefully it'll go up in the air and we'll shoot it out of the air.
He's powering his targets with fireworks. Kind of a different way of doing things.
Well, typically when you do aerial shots, you have someone throw something up for you and you can pretty much predict when that thing, whatever it is that gets tossed in the air, is gonna reach its apex. And you can plan your shot on that.
Here's the shot. The firecracker is on a stone. The empty can sits on top. I light the fuse and get out of the way. George is 15 yards downrange waiting for the fuse to burn down and the can to fly in the air. So we're all ready. Cameras are rolling. George is loaded. Time to light up and see what Mr. Flintlock can do. This is going to be awesome.
Ready? Here we go.
The reason this shot is so difficult is there's no consistency to the firecrackers. So when you light the firecracker, you don't know whether it's going 10 feet in the air or 10 inches in the air.
Attempt number 2. And here's hoping for a little more pop this time.
George, you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Let's try it again. What do you think?
I don't know. Oh, it would have moved if I'd hit it.
Right, I was just kind of looking for a powder burn.
Yeah, this isn't going to be easy.
No, it won't. It may seem like a backyard 4th of July party, but this is one of the more challenging shots George has attempted.
What flew? Oh, look, yeah. I saw something fly by. It was your claw, your path, yeah, patch.
How close was it?
I couldn't tell.
It's difficult because of that cloud of smoke that you see. You get to the point, if you're a good shooter, you can predict where your shot's going when you pull the trigger.
Well, it hasn't taken long to figure out we can't see through George's smoke screen coming off his flintlock. So we've got to change our perspective a little bit. So we brought the van up and put cameraman Davey on top. So Davey's gonna give you the look down above George. Hopefully, you'll see above the smoke and see the can take its hit. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Everybody good? Randall? All right, here we go, George. Smoke that one, buddy.
You got it?
You got it, you nailed it. You couldn't see it through your smoke cloud, could you?
Nope.
The hole shows there is no doubt he smoked it, but our cameraman above the action isn't sure he could see it through all the smoke. It's obvious here, but in the field on tiny screens,
Proof in the pudding, here it is.
there just isn't any pudding. Meanwhile, our secondary camera shows us this. So even though the proof is in my hand, we weren't sure we could show you. So there's only one thing to do.
George, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news, here is the can that you absolutely pulverized with your shot. The bad news, after consulting all our replays and all our cameras, I can't find a definitive shot of you doing it anywhere.
So what are you trying to say, Mike? Wait, before you say anything, is that proof that I fulfilled my part of this contract?
Yes, you did.
See what happens next
Can you make the impossible shot again?
as Impossible Shots continues.
Of course.
Ready? Here we go.
Welcome back to Impossible Shots. Today, Mr. Flintlock is shooting aerials. Well, sometimes.
When you light the firecracker, you don't know whether it's going 10 feet in the air or 10 inches in the air.
Today's impossible shot is shooting a can out of the sky. But the can is firecracker propelled.
We took a piece of fuse about 4 inches long and we taped it to the firecracker fuse and we stuck it under the can. That gave you enough fuse sticking out from under the can so that you had something to light.
The firecracker is on a stone. The empty can sits on top. George is 15 yards downrange waiting for the fuse to burn down and the can to fly in the air.
The reason this shot is so difficult is there's no consistency to the firecrackers. An aerial shot, you can predict the height. You typically have the same person throwing the object for you and you can pretty much predict within a small area where that object is going to apex. Except the kind of stuff that Bob Munden did when he tossed a playing card, that's very inconsistent because you don't know where the card's going.
So why are we still here? After all, Mr. Flintlock has already made this shot once today.
Smoke that one, buddy.
Well, that's, an us problem.
George, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news, here is the can that you absolutely pulverized with your shot. The bad news, after consulting all our replays and all our cameras, I can't find a definitive shot of you doing it anywhere.
Okay, we can all see the hit right there. George made the impossible shot. But at the time, we weren't sure the video proved the hit, and after all, this is a TV show. We thought we were smoked out, and that meant...
So what are you trying to say, Mike? Wait, before you say anything, is that proof that I fulfilled my part of this contract?
Yes, you did. You fulfilled your part of the deal.
Does that mean that we're done for the day?
I so wish it did. I have to ask you something I have never asked anyone in 2 seasons. Can you make the impossible shot again?
Of course.
So video lesson learned, and adjustments are made. There will be no doubts, absolutely no question that...
I didn't have a question, you had the question.
Fair enough. Round 2, the impossible shot repeated.
Rolling, George, you ready?
Ready.
All right, take 2, buddy.
Well, at least the firecrackers have been consistently inconsistent.
Here we go.
Get it?
You nailed it. You got that one, brother. Randall, make me smile. Tell me something good.
I got it.
Here's what we see. There goes the can. There's the shot, and the can pushes backwards. That is a confirmed hit. Mr. Flintlock has done it again.
We checked the camera. That's a good one. We saw it. You did it. The impossible shot twice. You got to feel good about yourself right now, George.
I do. All right, I hope you guys got that because I'm not doing it a third time. I have a question for you. Do I get overtime for this?
We're going to make a call to the boss about that one.
I'll call.
We'll leave the part out about the crew forgetting to, get a shot of the first one, all right?
All right.
We'll keep that between us.
I won't say a word.
You've made it this far in the video, and for that, we thank you. If you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel, and we'll keep the uploads coming.